Quite busy on the road. I've just been for a walk, a little jog and then a little walk. I spotted some soup being served up here. I think it's a vegetable soup with French bread. I'll try and get a bowl of that. Yeah, I decided to stay here for another day. I'm going to go and visit some ancient ruins and go to the beach, which is about 15 kilometres that way, I think. Really interesting little place this.
Hello, chicken.
Yeah. Thanks.
Chicken.
Alright, okay. Not many seats. Thank you.
Let's see that.
Chicken vegetable soup for breakfast. That chicken soup's amazing. That vegetable soup I just had was amazing. This thing here. So the drip coffee's dripping very slowly. We just paid 20,000 dong for that vegetable soup and bread next door, which makes me realise how badly I got ripped off by that guy for the chicken rice yesterday. He took 50,000 at the time. I was like, that sounds like a lot. Now no, it was a lot. The guy, he took 50,000. He said 50. I gave him 50. Should have asked before I bought it how much it was. Should be about 20,000. And then he went to look in my wallet and see how much money I had, and I was like, get out, asshole. It's only one experience I've had of someone trying to rip me off so far since I've been here. Streets are quieting down a bit now. It's about 8 o'clock. Kids have got to school. Nice little street this. What's that? Yogurts. Linth Guest House, I think is where I'm staying. Just down here on the right. Really interesting little place. Oh, look at that, man. Old engines. Wow. Loads of food and coffee places down here. The river is just behind there. A couple of dogs been here all morning. Hello boys and girls. Oh boys. I'm going to go to the coast now, which is about 17 kilometres that way on my motorbike. And I don't do war stuff, but the My Son memorial's out there. The My Son massacre memorial when the Americans killed 500 civilians. And it's supposed to be touching, and there's a museum there, and it's right next to the beach where I'm meant to go anyway. So I'll go and see that, and then there's seafood out there, might get some of that. And we're going to use the gym this afternoon, go to the post office, I'm going to mooch around town, I'm going to go to some Cham ruins, I'm going to look at where I'm going to stay in Hoi An. I think I'll be there tomorrow. Really interesting. But yeah, I really like this place. I think I said last night, it reminds me of Dak in Thailand. There's my guest house. Panth Lik Guest House. I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. And outside there's a woman selling banh mi. She's desperate to sell me one, but trying to lower the carb intake. That said, I have just had soup with a French thing. Working hard to keep it clean. Lovely family run place. Yeah, this. That's it. Nice gloves.
Yeah.
What is it? The chess piece. Wow, they're building a huge new bridge across the estuary here. This is where the river opens onto the sea. My Son Memorial's 5 kilometres that way. The town where I'm staying, Quang Ngai, is just 10 kilometres that way. straight along the river. And that, yeah, I didn't know they were doing this. So they've got this new highway which will be following the coast, and then it jumps straight across here. They're putting loads of infrastructure in. This is a brand new road as well. There's nothing along it yet, but I think they're just building in anticipation of just more and more growth and development. But I love the way they put the bridges in. They have the cranes right in the middle of the river. I've seen them do that in China. They got these bridge building machines, amazing. Right, we're off. So at the My Son Memorial, which is down there, the statue. I'm not sure what I'm going to see here, but apparently there's videos you can watch. In fact, the village that was attacked during the Vietnam War by the Americans is still, all of the buildings or the foundations are still there, and the signs telling you like what happened there, who lived there. Sketch of the vestige places in My Son Massacre, March 16th, 1968. Well, that's the village as it was. The sea's just here. Wow. So this is where the village was. Imagine being in the village working the fields and all of a sudden American helicopters are flying over your head and landing. Soldiers are jumping out with guns and starting to blast away. Jesus. Can't remember the exact motivation. Apparently soldiers were frustrated, pissed off or something. They just had enough. They didn't know who was friend or foe, and they just started killing everyone. Some soldiers tried to stop them. This is a statue in tribute to the people that died. An old woman holding up a dead child in, what do they call that? Not resistance. Kind of, can't remember the word right now, but saying that, look, we won. In the end, we won. That's a list of over 500 Vietnamese villagers that were murdered in one day by American soldiers. In 1968. Doesn't get many visitors, this place. This ditch reminds us that US soldiers captured 170 villagers and pushed them down this ditch, then shooting them dead on March the 16th, 1968. Jesus Christ. 170 people. That's what this memorial represents. And this 117 cut into the bushes. Jesus. Reminds me of going to the killing fields in Cambodia. Not a particularly pleasant day, but gotta see this stuff sometimes, haven't you? That is horrible. So, it's coming up to Mikey Beach. Been told don't get many people on this beach. Well, they're redoing it at the moment. No, it's pretty empty. Yeah, right. Tell what to do by the computer. Loads of seafood and that. Right. Thatched.
26 meter high, but many. Every village have one.
Why is it made like that? Why is it so high? So I'm just at Mikey Beach. Just met a French guy who's been living here for 9 years. Before that he was in Da Nang 2 years. Before that he was in Saigon for a year. He's married to a Vietnamese girl. Used to teach at French at university. Pretty interesting. Now he's retired at 55. don't think I'd like to live here. He speaks the language. Says there's no other foreigners at the moment living here. So. It's going to have a swim in the sea, but it's a bit blooming hot at the moment. So I'm just heading up to a pagoda on top of the hill above the city of Quang Ngai, where you're supposed to get a good view. The French Club Bruno just says there's a good view there. He recommends me going to a 4-hour drive out that way towards Laos. And he said he went out there, then took his bike across into Laos, and actually managed to get his bike into Thailand at Svan Nakhet. No paperwork or payment years ago. So that's interesting information. Just tried to find the old champion ruins, couldn't see them. This is it. So I'm not sure exactly what the significance of this place is, but it's got all kinds of Buddhist statues, and then there's a kind of Chinese pagoda here, or Japanese, maybe it's Vietnamese. It looks similar to what I've seen in China and Japan. We're on top of a hill which overlooks the city. It's supposed to be an auspicious spot. Blooming hot. There we go. What the dickens is that? Beer tongue. Beer tongue. Niam. Whatever that is. Nice little view over the town there. Look at the mountains at the back. Wow. Whoa! Couldn't see those yesterday because of the clouds and the haze. But wow, there's tremendous mountains right at the back of town there. I'm staying just down by the river. Can't quite see, it's just behind the trees, but huge mountains. Yeah, so you can see it's quite a big city. I'm staying just behind that tree, mountains in the background, centre of the city is just about over there. But just been out to the sea, out that way. Yeah, it's very nice. It's cool. So I found a gym. It's charged me like 80p to use the bag, like 20,000 dong, which is great. So I've just been to the boxing gym in town, which was great. For 20,000, about 70p, they let me use the bags. And then the owner, Viet, came in, who's a former Vietnamese boxing champion, and he took me on 2 rounds of pads as a free demo, which I didn't really need. It's totally knacking me out, but it was good. Nice little gym. It's next to the big something Saigon gym. In fact, that's where I was going, and then I noticed next door there was a gym with punch bags, and I walked in there. I think it's called Pond something gym. There's 2 of them, and they run boxing classes 6:30 in the morning, 6:30 at night. Yeah, so that was good. And the owner of this hotel is so good. He just knocked on the door and he's given me free bananas, as in free bananas. So I've got something to eat, nibble on. I'm absolutely shattered, but that was got like an aquarium there and a garden centre, another garden centre, laundry. Pot make, no, farm stuff, pots. Really interesting street. Bang. Again, it's just so friendly here. Old guy in his 80s, just sat in his nice house, in his like chair, looking out. Gets up, walks out, waves me over, says hello, where'd you come from, how many times have you been to Vietnam, do you like Vietnam? Just shaking my hand, super friendly. Touched by how nice these people have been. Not used to it, definitely. That's what I need, I think, a bike wash. Share to look out for one of those. The lady's making fresh popcorn. Some kind of a drum beating down there. Hello! Oh, it's a school. How are you? Wow, these must be good sandwiches. There's a big queue for these. How many are there? Oh! Oh, just going in the oven. Lots of bread. Everyone's racing home, grabbing something to eat on the way. Man, there's a great energy in the city. It's a really nice place. Quang Ngai. Man, they're going to move fast here. They've got demand. Boom. It's cheap. It's like 50p or less for a sandwich. One day you get to be a chicken that gets to walk around for... I escaped. Wow. Thank you. Come on. Wow, that is... Those coconuts are like twice the size of the one I had the other day. She's got all the juice out and then all of the inside. That's my dinner tonight. I'll still try and get a bit of seafood if I can later, but that is wicked. That's the entrance to my street, and that's the bridge into town. Night market's already on the other side. I think you can get seafood over here. There's little cars there. Hey. Right. Hey. Red Bull. Oh, really nice. I'm looking for some little like oyster things, but they had some back there. They weren't cooking yet. Those are snails over there. Not even snails. Oh, this is really cool. Now the sun's going down. They set up chairs to look over the river. And I guess they're going to serve seafood and stuff. Oh, that's really nice. Watch the sunset. Yeah. So you've got beautiful mountains in the background over there. You get your drinks and your food. You can sit down here. Might come back and have a drink there. Yeah, this is what I love about Asian cities. They just change throughout the day. Like breakfast time, some places will be open. They'll be gone like by 8 o'clock. Then you've got your midday places. Then you've got your evening places. Then you've got your late night places. And the city just changes all through the day, or the town where you are, or the village. Those mountains are fantastic. It's lovely. Been waiting to try this for ages. Work this up. Feast your eyes on that. It's really good. love seafood. Yeah. Oysters. So that seafood was fantastic. Really good. So I just had 4 plates of seafood, including 2 huge oysters. All sauces, like a poppadom made out of rice. No idea how much it was going to cost. Just didn't think it would be very much. And it came to £3.30. Well, like, eat as much as you can fresh seafood. Blooming delicious that was. Absolutely delicious. Had a good chat with a couple of local Vietnamese people. So friendly everywhere. Kids waving at me. Mothers showing me, getting me glasses of water. And, oh, it was great. So I'm not the only motorcyclist here tonight. Last night it was just me and a big bike. That's mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a gang in. A big gang. Whew.